Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how I treated this lady from start to finish. She didn't give me permission to show you her face, but we do have permission to show you her teeth. So these are the before and afters. So to get this result, all we did was a little bit of ortho and a bit of bonding at the end. I should have done something else as well, just to make this smile extra special, but I'll let you see that right at the end. Before we get into the meat of it, this video is brought to you by Dental Notebox. It's an online photo management system and I've been using it for more than a year now. So if you take a lot of dental photographs, you're going to love this. Check it out. Okay, so this patient doesn't like her front teeth. So let's start by doing a problem list just regarding the cosmetic appearance. So number one, I'm going to say that the gum line is not symmetrical. To have a symmetrical gum line, we should look something like that, and these two teeth are not bad, although this could be contoured like that and make it look a little bit nicer. Right, so number two, the centrals are not the same length, so this one needs to actually increase in here, but that's because this tooth is retroclined. So if you measure from the CEJ to the incisal tip, this tooth is shorter than the upper left one. And thirdly, we have peg laterals. They're both actually a little bit small, but this one is actually particularly small. If we jump to the bottom teeth, it's a little bit more simple. We've got some crowding and over-eruption. Oh yeah, and if we were being really picky, then we could say that there's issues with the buccal segment, but the patient didn't really care much about these, so we'll ignore that. From the upper occlusal, we can see that the teeth are all pretty retroclined, so it should be quite easy just to tip that one forward, tip this forward a little bit, bring them all into a nice little arc like that, and we should have a dramatically much better result. Now, she is class 1 canines on both sides, so this means that once the teeth are all aligned, because of this peg lateral, we should expect a little bit of spacing in the upper arch. So step one is let's get this brace on. So we started with, I think it was like an 18 NiTi upper and lower, and this is after about 6 weeks. The right side looks absolutely fine, but check this out. On the left side, we've already got a gap. Now this isn't where I want it. I want the gap on the other side. I want the gap here somewhere because we're going to build this tooth up with composite, not the other side. Now, at this stage, the patient wasn't really too bothered about this peg lateral, so we decided just to close the gaps sort of irrespective of that. So we've got a power chain going from all the way from the 6 to 6. The next time she came in, she then decided that she wants this lateral built up, and all I changed was we've got a gap here and no gap on this side, so I've got some power chain going from probably the 6 all the way across to the 1 here. I've most likely changed to a stainless steel wire just because it's far more rigid for using long span of power chain like this. So now you can see we're getting pretty close to the end. The gingival symmetry is pretty good. Here, not so good, but we know that's a peg lateral, and all the gaps have closed up for all the way from here to here, leaving us a gap just mesial of this upper right tooth. You can see how I've bent the wire as well. That was just to finish it off. I just wanted the gingival level a little bit higher on this tooth. Now, the reason that I finished this tooth in this position is the gingival height is about right. You know, it's about the same level as the other side. It might be a little bit lower. But what I want is the zenith, the highest point of this to be a little bit distal from the midline. So if I imagine the end tooth result, tooth shape is going to be something like that, then I want the zenith to actually be here somewhere. So it's a little bit distal, probably a little bit too far distal to what I want, but that's why I've left the gap mesial to this tooth rather than distal to it. So a little while ago, I wrote a blog about closing a dental diastema with composite, and you can see from this photo I was using a flat plastic to get the emergence profile right. Govinda Birth kindly shared a tip about using rubber dam, so I thought this time let's try it with rubber dam. And I was checking out Facebook, and I saw that people were using dental floss to get the rubber dam on in position, so I tried it. And this is my very first attempt of using this technique. I had to be really anal about getting the floss exactly right on this lateral because that's the tooth we're building up. The other two teeth I wasn't really too bothered. It could be a lot better, but for a first attempt, not bad. So all I did was add a bit of composite to the lateral and to this central just to build it up, and voila, this is our end result. Patient was really happy with it. We got a really nice natural looking emergence for this lateral. However, there is one thing that I would definitely do different next time. So if we're looking at this a bit more closely, the tooth is great, the line angles look lovely, but this gingival profile just needs to be changed so it looks something like that. And I would probably do the same thing on the other side, and that would really finish off the smile really beautifully. And this is the kind of detail which turns a good result into a fantastic result. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like or share it with your friends.